Hey guys, Alex with Bay Cities Construction. Today I'm here in beautiful Palos Verdes Estates. We're in our full gut remodel. This house is gonna have a new roof, new insulation on the roof, new windows, total rehab of the kitchens and bathrooms, new flooring, all new AC system. I wanna share the progress so far with you. Check it out. So let's talk about the windows, guys. Here in Palos Verdes Estates, it's a short list of the windows that are approved to install. There's no white vinyl windows in Palos Verdes Estates. This is a high-end house, so the windows are definitely high-end. This is Pella's premier line of windows. It's an aluminum clad on the outside with a baked-on finish, and then on the inside, it's a wood window that's paintable. So it gives you the flexibility of picking your inside colors, you know, the trim and stuff. Most windows, when you get white vinyl, you can't paint the inside. So in this case, it's got a nice hard coat, a baked on coat that's very durable on the outside, and on the inside, we can paint it. It's primed. It comes primed, so we can paint it any color we want. The real cool part is about this Pella line is that all the windows are injected with argon gas. Pella has the highest rate of argon within the window panel. So these are double pane window, and then on the inside there's a gap, and that gap is filled with argon, and that's what gives the window its insulation properties. 20% of heat is lost through the windows, so a higher argon density inside of the glass gives you a better insulation rating. So this is top of the line windows. If you need high-end windows, Pella is definitely something that you should consider. I love using them. We're a distributor. I'm also going to post a few blog articles about windows and how to choose the right window and figure out what the costs are and all that. So we'll have a link of that in the description below. So let's go inside and check out what we've gotten finished so far. This house has some really cool features. In the den, we're gonna convert this into a bedroom. Previously, there was a door leading to the outside of this den and also a wall of glass. So it doesn't make sense to have so much glass. So we're gonna change the wall a little bit. So if you back out, you can see that this whole wall's open. So on this side, we're gonna put a door back in, and we're gonna frame out the wall with a real nice window that we're gonna install here. And that way, whoever wakes up in this room has a nice, beautiful view of the golf course across the street. This house has vaulted ceilings. Part of having vaulted ceilings means you have big exposed beams. The beams that were installed here are undersized. So our engineer designed new footings and new beam sizes so that we can keep the vaulted look, but make sure that the house is safe. And as a result, we had to dig these real deep footings in order to transfer the weight. There's gonna be a post on this wall, and it's gonna transfer the weight to the new pad. Also, this house had, it's on a slab, so all of the vents for the heating and cooling system are under the slab, which is a really bad idea. You can see the vents are there, and then there's a series of holes with the cement pipe that was buried under the cement, but it has deteriorated. In many places, as the slab is cracked, it actually caused damage to the venting. So we're going to put the vents in the ceilings where they belong. As we create the new pads for the beams that we're installing, the weight is going to transfer to different areas, and it'll take stress off of the house in other spots. So let's go to the other room and check out the beams. Right now, I'm inside of the living and dining room, and this is where we have the vaulted ceilings. You can see the hole here. This is where we had the fireplace that divided the two spaces. The homeowners elected to remove it completely. So we're gonna put a skylight there. We're gonna keep the vaulted ceilings. However, we have to replace these big beams because they're undersized. So the engineers have designed and identified the correct dimensions for them. So we're gonna use PSL beams, which are a manufactured beam, which gives you a greater load capacity within a smaller footprint. You can see we have the shoring up. We're shoring up the house. We're prepping to remove this beam. So this is holding up this section of the roof. And we're going to use this beam jack to remove the existing one and install the new one. If you look behind me, these series of holes, this is where we're going to install the new pads. There's no post here under this beam. This is old construction. We're going to definitely put one in. There'll be a 4x6 in there. If you notice, this wall has got a lateral brace. All 4 walls in this room we're gonna install structural 1 plywood, and that's basically going to help the house perform better in an earthquake. Earthquakes produce lateral force, which means it's this kind of movement. The structural plywood allows the house to perform better during an earthquake. So all 4 walls are gonna have structural plywood. It's much stronger than just a simple little brace. You can see this wood's actually pretty toasty, and it's not really very strong. This is very common construction for the period this house was built. So, you know, the idea is that the homeowners are spending quite a bit of money to upgrade it. We want to improve its performance during an earthquake. No house is earthquake proof, okay? We hope that we did enough to the house in order for it to perform well. That's our goal here. So force of nature, we have a lot of respect for it, and we definitely take that into consideration when we're developing a design for any of our projects. So let's go to the kitchen, let's see what we've done so far. We're in the kitchen. This is where the sink's gonna go. We made the window a little bit smaller. Again, we're gonna have Pella windows in here. We made it a little bit smaller so that we can put more cabinets on the wall. This house is not a huge house, but we wanted to make sure that the homeowners had enough storage, wall storage, within the footprint of the kitchen. It's not a complete open floor plan because we're gonna keep this wall. So on here, we're gonna have an island, and then there'll be a series of cabinets behind this wall all the way to the back wall. So this basically represents the entire footprint. You can definitely flow from the breakfast area, and the dining room, and the living room. However, it isn't a total open concept. So the ceilings in here are not vaulted. You can see that behind this beam, the ceilings get a lot higher. And it would require a full re-engineering of the roof in order to do that, and that's not something that the homeowners want to do. There is the vaulted ceilings are a nice architectural feature of this house that are going to be preserved, just going to be strengthened and make sure that they perform well. Let's go to the bathrooms and check out what we've done so far. So not much to look at in here yet. This is the bathroom. We have the walls floated and it's ready for tile. So the valve's in, the tub's in here. We protect it, we wrap it with wood and wrap the base with some cardboard so it doesn't get damaged. So this is kind of like a Jack and Jill bathroom. So where Brian is standing is the entrance to the bedroom. And then if you go through here, the vanity and the toilet will be in here. And then there's a door that leads into the hallway. So you can enter the bathroom from 2 areas. So it's called kind of a Jack and Jill. So vanity will be here, toilet will be there. And we reconfigured the toilet because it was kind of in a bad area. It was facing that wall. It's kind of a little bit odd, so we made this window a little bit bigger, reconfigured the orientation of the toilet, reframed this wall. Now we're ready for tile. We're looking forward to getting some tile in here next week, and we'll definitely share the progress on that with you. So let's go to the master and check it out. So I'm entering the master suite. This way is the bathroom, that way is the bedroom. Let's check out the bathroom. We've got a toilet here, shower here, a soaker tub over here. It's pretty cool. This is where the double vanity is going to be. Thanks, Jose. You can go back in. Double vanity in here. You can see there's a real nice windows. These are the Pella windows that I showed you from the outside. So you can see that they're primed. It's all wood, super high quality. They're all primed, ready for paint. There'll be casement windows, so there'll be a little crank, and that's that. Casement window there. Pretty nice sized bedroom. Now that we've covered all of the inside, let me show you what we're gonna put on the roof. Insulation, SIP panels. Remember, SIP panels. SIP panels. Structural insulation panels. Check it out. What we have here are SIP panels, structural insulation panels. This basically gives you a tremendous amount of insulation, and they're approved structurally. So see, they have a nail stringer. They help create a diaphragm that you can install. So if you have a flat roof, or if you've got a vaulted roof that isn't insulated, this is the solution for you. Now, they're not cheap. They're made in Utah. We just had them shipped here. This is all gonna go up on the roof. The roof will be cleared out of any nails, any weird obstructions. We'll make the cutouts for any of the venting, but this gets directly drilled into the purlins, in this case the roof rafters of the building. It's a really cool unit. We're very excited to use this product. It's made here in the United States. There's a 3 or 4 week lead time on them, but it's totally worth it. If you have one of these houses that isn't insulated, it's very irritating. Feel the radiant heat coming off the ceilings. It's hard to keep it cold. You can have the AC on all the time, the house doesn't get cold. So this is definitely a solution. Ideally, you want to install these when you have to re-roof, because they literally go under the roofing material. So this is for houses that are built without an attic space, right? There is no, in the vaulted ceiling area, there's no space to put conventional fiberglass insulation. So this is gonna go on the outside of the house, and then we're gonna install the sheathing and the roofing material on top of this. It's really the only way to go if you need to insulate and you don't want to do it from within inside, or you can't do it from inside. By putting it on the outside, it's not going to reduce the height of the ceilings in there, and it'll preserve the architectural look that the house has. So it's a pretty cool invention, and it's pretty neat that it's a product made here in the US. I hope you've enjoyed our update of this house in Palos Verdes Estates. We're going to be posting some additional videos as we install tile and fill in the concrete. My name is Alex with Bay Cities Construction. Mining. You don't need a contractor. You need a team of pros.